So welcome to the Sanctuary Guatemala. I am excited to share with you some emotional release tools. Our emotional body is such a fundamental part of our human technology, but for myself, and seems like for most of us, we've had next to no practical information about how to connect to this extremely powerful part of ourselves. There's many reasons we would want to connect to our emotional body and to vibrate it. There's 3 keys I want to give you straight away to work with our emotional body, and they are sound, breath, and movement. This is the most exquisite instrument you will ever get to work with, is your body. So when you give yourselves permission to tune into what you're experiencing in your inner worlds and use this incredible sacred temple vehicle of yours to express it using your breath, sound, and movement, energy can flow in your system. Vibrating our emotional body using breath, sound, and movement supports us to have vibrant health, but also to clear areas of stagnancy in our being, in our energy field. Most likely in today's exploration, we hope that we're going to find blockages, often in our heart, of unresolved, often emotional knots. And today we're going to have an opportunity to vibrate that into movement again. We can use emotional release tools to expand our energy field, to clear blockages, but also to access wisdom. The emotional body is considered part of our feminine side of our human technology, and within our emotions lay great gifts of insights, aha moments, if we learn to lean into them. Often one of the big challenges we face when we start to do emotional, vibrational work is our culture has taught us to judge emotions as the good ones and the bad ones. And really, for most of us, be unique to you, your family, your culture. But generally, we try to spend all of our life trying to be in the good emotions. We're trying to be happy, loving, peaceful, funny, empathic rather. And we're desperately trying to control our life so that we avoid feeling things like anger, rage, grief, right? However, in the shamanic work we do, we want full flexibility. Just like you go and do yoga and you don't just try to do right triangles, you want full flexibility in your emotional body. You go to the gym and you want to exercise everything. Today, I hope this can be a point for you to give yourself access to the fullness of your emotional body in all its colors and all its flavors. Often, those trapped balls of energy in our emotional body is because we don't know yet how to love and understand the wisdom and value of certain flavors of the emotional body. So whether that's really allowing yourself to feel grief, to let it open up your heart, let it connect you with that deep connection and compassion to the human condition, or whether you're frightened of your rage, the intense power of feeling anger flowing through your body, it's so powerful it often makes us shake. To learn how to keep breathing, giving it sound so that you can expand this energy rather than trying to contract, tense up, or avoid experiencing what these emotions feel like fully in your body. It is safe for you to feel these emotions. And every time you give yourself permission to feel them, to create a safe space so that these energies can vibrate, you actually create your power and mastery to be a sovereign being on this planet. So before embarking on an emotional release session, there's a couple of safety tips that support me that I want to share. One is I'm going to remove all my jewelry, including necklaces, so that I can really move my body freely and shake and not hurt myself. Second step is to clear a space so that you have the right pillows or cushions that allow you to also not break anything. So if you can clear a space, move anything glass or anything that might break far away from your release space. 3, check in with those around you, friends or family or neighbors. Sometimes making sound is not always experienced as healing and may scare others. So if you're sharing a house with others, maybe let them know that you're going to do some emotional release practices and that you're okay. So there are a multitude of different ways we can move our body to support us to express emotional energy. I'm going to share with you 4 tips and 4 tools that we show in the ISTA trainings that I believe will support you, particularly for our workshop today. The first one is shaking. Shaking is a natural phenomenon in the body. You can do this on a very light scale, allowing the movement to begin in your hips, whether that's front and back or side to side, adding your breath and letting any sound out. One note about sound. It's not always that the louder the sound, the more releasing you're doing. It's about giving yourself permission to go from very quiet to very loud, if possible in your house right now, but to be authentic. I've had some of the most powerful releases on very soft sound vibrations, but they've matched what I was feeling on the inside. The second tool I'm going to show is the hand scream. What this involves is taking a deep breath in, down to your belly. The belly region is considered the home of the emotional body. You're going to clench your stomach muscles and make a deep, deep sound. So it's not really a scream, it's more like a roar. So go for the lowest sound you can. Contract the muscles around your belly. Breathe in and block the air as it comes out. And feel that restriction and tension. And in that, there's something satisfying about roaring into your hands. You can also do this into a pillow, and if you need to be silent, it's possible to do the hand scream totally silently, just letting the air escape from your mouth. The third tool I'm going to demonstrate is called the grief ritual. I call it Why God. It's amazing for existential crises, possibly like the one we find ourselves in today. It involves opening up the chest, placing the arms behind the head for full expansion of the chest, taking a deep breath into the heart and letting out any sound that you find there. The final tool I want to share with you today is called pillow hitting. You want to make sure that you do this tool in a way that protects your back. You're going to only be hitting the pillow with the side of your arms, not punching, and also protecting that you don't hurt your neck. So you'll be going up and hitting the pillow down with the full scope of your arms. With all of these tools, remember to breathe fully and give yourself permission to let out sound. So in our exploration today, as you start to share, when you feel emotional energy start to activate inside you, please allow yourself to breathe and give it a sound. We actually want to use the story to help us connect with this part of ourselves. Once you're actually connected and you're feeling your emotions stir, my request is you let go of the story and you use one of these tools and you go into breath, sound, and movement, because that's actually where the shamanic process is going to really take place as we drop a layer out of our head and into our energy system. We are going to be dropping into some small pod shares. At the end of every pod share, we will have time as a group to drop into a few minutes of emotional release tools. So I want to invite you to grab a pillow and set up your space so that you can really give yourself permission to dive into this experience fully and get the gold.